Hello, welcome to Dracula in Russian Lesson 41. If you have not listened to Lesson 40, please click on it now. If you are new to the channel, please click on Lesson 1.
The professor paused, though replying. We shall at the first board that ship. Then, когда we have identified the box, we shall place a branch of the wild rose nigh it. This we shall fasten, for когда it is tam none может emerge, so at least says the superstition. And to superstition dolgen we trust at the first. It was man's faith in the early, and it have its root in faith still. Then, когда we get the opportunity that we vid it, когда none are near to see, we shall open the box, and all will be well. I shall not wait for luboy opportunity, сказал Morris. When I vidit the box, I shall open it and destroy the monster, though tam were 1,000 men looking na, and yesly I am to be wiped these for it the next moment. I grasped his hand instinctively and found it as firm as a piece of steel. I doom he understood my smatret. I hope he did. Good boy, сказал Dr. Van Helsing. Brave boy. Quincy is all mushima. God bless you, mufiliet. My child, believe me, none of us shall lag behind or pause from luboy fear. I do no say что we may do, what we dolgen do. No, indeed, we cannot say что we shall do. Tam are so many things которые may happen, and each ways and each ends are so various that until the moment we may not say. We shall all be armed in all ways, and когда the время for the end has приходит, nash effort shall not be lack. Сейчас let nas today put all nash affairs in order. Let all things которые touch na others dear to nas, and кто на нас depend be complete, for none of nas может tell что или когда или как the end may be. As for me, my own affairs are regulate, and as I have nothing else to do, I shall iti делать arrangements for the travel. I shall have all tickets and so forth for nash journey. Tam was nothing further to be skazal, and we parted. I shall сейчас settle vierch all my affairs of earth and be ready for whatever may приходить. It is all done. My will is сделал and all complete. Mina если она survive is my sole heir. Если it должен not be so, then the others кто have been so хороши to нас shall have remainder. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. It is сейчас drawing towards the sunset. Mina's uneasiness calls my attentina to it. I am sure that Tam is something on yea mind который the vreme of exact sunset will reveal. These occasions are becoming harrowing times for nas all, for each sunrise and sunset opens vierch some new danger, some new pain, который, however, may in God's will be means to a хороший end. I write all these things in the diary since my darling должен not hear их сейчас. Но если it may be that она может видеть их снова, они shall be ready. Ana is calling to me. Chapter the 4th, Dr. Seward's Diary, 11th of October, evening. Jonathan Harker has asked me to note this, as he says he is hardly equal to the task, and he wants an exact record kept. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. I doom it that none of nas were surprised когда we were asked to vidit Mrs. Harker a malinki do the vreme of sunset. We have of late приходить to understand that sunrise and sunset are to yea times of peculiar freedom. Когда и старый self может be manifest without любой controlling force, subduing или restraining yea, или inciting yea to action. This mood или condition begins some half hour или более do actual sunrise или sunset, and lasts till either the sun is high, или whilst the clouds are still aglow with the rays streaming above the horizon. At first, tam is a sort of negative condition, as если some tie were loosened, and then the absolute freedom quickly follows. Когда, however, the freedom ceases, the change back или relapse comes quickly, preceded только by a spell of warning silence. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. Tonight, когда we met, Ana was somewhat constrained and bore all the signs of an internal struggle. I put it vniz myself to yea, making a violent effort at the earliest instant Ana could do so. In few minutes, however, gave Ye complete control of herself. Then, motioning Ye husband to sit beside Ye na the sofa где Ana was half reclining, Ana сделал the rest of nas bring chairs vierch close. Taking Ye husband's hand in hers began, This is a reminder. Remember her translates to Ye. This is a reminder. Remember had translates to Emil. We are all days together in freedom. For perhaps the last vreme, I znat, dear, I znat that you will always be with me to the end. This was to Ye husband, whose hand Emil, as we could vidit, tightened upon hers. In the morning we tease upon nash task, and God alone knows что may be in store for luboy of nas. You are going to be so charoshi to me as to take me with you. I znate that all that brave, earnest men może do for a bedny, weak woman, whose soul perhaps is lost. Niet no, not yet, no is at Luboy rate at stake. You will do. No, you dolgen remember that I am not as you are. Tam is a poison in my blood, in my soul, Katori may destroy me. Katori dolgen destroy me, unless some relief comes to nas. Oh, my friends, use not as well as I do, that my soul is at stake. And though I znate tam is idin sposop is for me, you dolgen not, and I dolgen not take it. Anna looked appealingly to Nas all in turn, beginning and ending with ye husband. What is that way? Asked Van Helsing in a hoarse voice. What is that sposob, katori we dolgen not, may not, take? That I may die сейчас, either by my own hand или that of another, though the greater evil is entirely wrought. I znat and you znat, that were I Adinraz dead, you could and would set free my immortal spirit, even as you did my bedny Lucy's. Were death, ili the fear of death, the tolka thing that stood in the sposob, I would not shrink to die's day сейчас amidst the friends kto love me. No, death is not all. I cannot believe that to die in such a case, kagdatam is hope da nas, and a bitter task to be dni is God's will. Zdais for I, on my part, give virch here the certainty of eternal rest, and eat ease of the dark, gde may be the blackest things that the wheeled or the nether world holds. We were all silent, for we knew instinctively that this was tolka a prelude. The faces of the others were set, and Harker's grew ashen gray. Perhaps he guessed better than Luboy of Nas sto was coming. Anna continued. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. This is sto I может give the hotchpot. I could not no note the quaint legal phrase katore Anna used in such a place, and with all seriousness. What will each of you give? Tvoi lives I know, Anna Sholna quickly. That is easy for brave men. Tvoi lives are God's, and you может give ich nazat to yemu. No sto will you give to me? Anna looked Snova questioningly, no this vreme avoided ye husband's litzo. Quincy seemed to understand. He nodded, and ye litzo lit virch. Then I shall tell you plainly sto I want, for tam dolgen be niet doubtful matter in this connection between nas сейчас. You dolgen promise me, adin and all, even you, my beloved husband, that, dolgen the vreme prichadit, you will kill me. What is that time? The voice was Quincy's, though it was low and strained. When you shall be convinced that I am so changed that it is better that I die than I may live. Kagda I am thus dead in the flesh, then you will, without a moment's delay, drive a stake through me and cut off my head, ili do whatever else may be wanting to give me rest. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. Quincy was the first to rise, posle the pause. He knelt vniz the yea, and taking yea hand in his skazal solemnly. In the next paragraph, we are introducing a new word. The word have translates to meet. I'm tolka a rough fellow, kto hasn't perhaps lived as a mushima dolgen to win such a distinction. No, I swear to you by all that I hold sacred and dear, that dolgen the vreme ever prichadit, I shall not flinch from the duty that you meet set nas. And I promise you too that I shall deal it all certain, for yesli I am tolka doubtful, I shall take it that the vreme has come. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. My true friend was all Anna could say amid ye fast-falling tears, as bending over Anna kissed his hand. I swear the same, my dear Madam Mina, Skazal Van Helsing. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. And I, Kazal Lord Godalming, each of ye in turn kneeling to yea to take the oath. I followed myself. Then ye husband turned to ye one-eyed and with a greenish pallor Katori subdued the snowy whiteness of his hair and asked, And dolgen I too, deal it such a promise, O my wife. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emit. This is a reminder. Remember had translates to emil. You too, my dearest, Anaskazal, with infinite yearning of pity in ye voice and glaza. You dolgen not shrink. You are nearest and dearest, and all the world to me. Nash souls are knit vadin, for all life and all vreme. Doom it dear that tam emate been times kagda brave men emate killed ich wives and ich womenkind, to keep from falling the hands of the enemy. Ich hands did not falter luboy the bolia because those that ani loved implored ich to slay ich. It is men's duty towards those whom ani love, in such times of sore trial. And oh my dear, yesli it is to be that I dolgen meet death at luboy hand. Let it be at the hand of Yamu that loves me best. Dr. Van Helsing, I mate not forgotten tvoj mercy in bedni Lucy's case to jemu kto loved. She stopped with a flying blush and changed ye phrase. Tomu kto imel best right to give ye peace. Если that время shall приходить снова, I смотреть to you to делать it a happy memory of my husband's life that it was his loving hand который set me free from the awful thrall upon me. Again I swear, came the professor's resonant voice. Mrs. Harker smiled, positively smiled, as with a sigh of relief Anna leaned назад and said, And сейчас один word of warning, a warning который you должен never forget. This время, если it ever приходит, may приходить quickly and unexpectedly, and in such case you должен lose нет время in using твой opportunity. At such a время I myself might be nay. Если the время ever comes, shall be, leagued with твой enemy against you. One более request, Anna became очень solemn as Anna сказал this. It is not vital and necessary like the other. No, I want you to do один thing for me, если you will. We all acquiesced, no нет один spoke. Tam was niet need to speak. This is a reminder. Remember her translates to yea. I want you to read the burial service. Anna was interrupted by a deep groan from yea husband. Taking his hand in ye's, Anna held it over her heart and continued. You должен read it over me some day. Whatever may be the issue of all this fearful state of things, it will be a sweet thought to all, или some of nas. You, my dearest, will I hope read it, for then it will be in tvoj voice in my memory forever. Come što may. But oh, my dear one, he pleaded, death is afar off from you. Nay, Anna сказал, holding Virch a warning hand. I am deeper in death at this moment than если the weight of an earthly grave lay heavy upon me. Oh, my wife, должен I read it? He сказал, though he began. This is a reminder. Remember had translates to email. It would comfort me, my husband, was all Anna сказал, and he began to read когда она email got the book ready. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. This is a reminder. Remember had translates to email. How could любой one tell of that strange scene, its solemnity, its gloom, its sadness, its horror, and withal its sweetness? Even a skeptic, кто может видеть nothing, no a travesty of bitter truth in anything holy или emotional, would imate been melted to the heart email. He seen that маленький group of loving and devoted friends kneeling round that stricken and sila-rowing lady, or heard the tender passion of yea husband's voice, as in tones so broken with emotion that often he emailed to pause. He read the simple and beautiful service from the burial of the dead. I cannot et on words and voice fail me. This is a reminder. Remember had translates to email. Anna was right in yea instinct. Strange as it all was, bizarre as it may hereafter seem even to nas kto felt its potent influence at the vreme, it comforted nas much, and the silence который showed Mrs. Harker's coming relapse from yea freedom of soul did not seem so full of despair to любой of nas as we emailed dreaded. Jonathan Harker's journal. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. Patent of October Varna. We left Charing Cross on the morning of the 12th, got to Paris the same noche, and vzal the places secured for nas in the Orient Express. We traveled noche in Dane, arrivings days at 5 o'clock. Lord Godalming shoal to the consulate to vidjet если любой telegram email arrived for you, whilst the rest of nas came not to this hotel, the Odysseus. The journey may emate email incidents. I was, however, too eager to get to care for ich. Until the Charina Catherine comes, Port Dam will be niet interest for me in anything in the wide world. Thank God. Mina is well and looks to be getting stronger. Yea color is coming nazad. Anna sleeps a veliki deal. Throughout the journey, Anna slept nearly all the vreme. The sunrise and sunset, however, Anna is очень wakeful and alert. And it has become a habit for Van Helsing to hypnotize ye at such times. At first, some effort was needed, and he emailed to deal it many passes. No сейчас, Anna seems to yield at один раз, as yesli by habit, and scarcely любой action is needed. He seems to emate power at these particular moments to simply will, and yea thoughts obey ему. He always asks yea что Anna может видеть and hear. Anna answers to the first, nothing, all is dark. And to the second, this is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. I может hear the waves lapping against the ship, and the water rushing by. Canvas and cordage strain and masts and yards creak. The wind is high. I может hear it in the shrouds, and the bow throws nazat the foam. It is evident that the Charina Catherine is still at sea, hastening na ye sposób to Varna. Lord Godalming has just returned. He emailed 4 telegrams, a din each day since we started, and all to the same effect, that the Tsarina Catherine email not been reported to Lloyd's from anywhere. He email arranged do leaving London that his agent Doljan send emu every day a telegram saying yesly the ship email been reported. He was to emit a message even yesly Anna were not reported, so that he might be sure that Tom was a watch being kept at the other end of the wire. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emit. We email dinner and shol to bed early. Tomorrow we are to vidit the Vice Nassel and to arrange, yesli we mojet, a getting on board the ship as soon as Anna arrives. Van Helsing says that Nash chance will be to get another boat between sunrise and sunset. The Count, even yesli he takes the form of a bat, cannot cross the running water of his own volition and so cannot leave the ship. As he dare not change to man's form without suspicion, which he evidently wishes to avoid, he Doljan remain in the box. Yesli then, we mojet prichadit na board posle sunrise. He is at nash mercy, for we mojet open the box and deal it sure of Yamu, as we did of Bedni Lucy, do he wakes. Sto mercy he shall get from nas will not count for much. We doom it that we shall not emate much trouble with officials, ili the seamen. Thank God, this is the country где bribery mojet do anything, and we are well supplied with money. We emate только to deal it sure that the ship cannot prichadit v port between sunset and sunrise without Nash being warned, and we shall be safe. Judge Moneybag will settle this case. I doom it. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. 16th of October. Mina's report still the same. Lapping waves and rushing water, darkness and favoring winds. We are evidently in Haroshi Vreme, and когда we hear of the Tsarina Catherine, we shall be ready. As Anadoljan past the Dardanelles, we are sure to emate some report. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. Sev October. Everything is pretty well fixed, сейчас. I doom it, to welcome the Count in his return from his tour. Godalming told the shippers that he fancied that the box sent aboard might contain something stolen from a droog of his, and got a half consent that he might open it at his own risk. The owner gave Yamu a paper, telling the captain to give Yamu every facility in doing whatever he chose aboard the ship, and also a similar authorization to his agent at Varna. We mate seen the agent, Kto was much impressed with Godalming's kindly manner to Yamu, and we are all satisfied that whatever he moja do to aid Nash wishes will be done. We mate already arranged Sto to do in case we get the box open. Yesli the Count is Tom. Van Helsing and Seward will cut off his head at Adin Ras and drive a stake through his heart. Morris and Godalming and I shall prevent interference. Even yesli we mate to use the arms Katori we shall mate ready. The professor says that yesli we mojet so treat the Count's body, it will soon posle fall of dust. In such case, tam would be net evidence against Nas, in case Luboy's suspicion of murder were aroused. No, even yesli it were not. We dolgen stand ili fall by Nash act, and perhaps some day in this ochin script may be evidence to prichadit between some of Nas and a rope. For myself, I dolgen take the chance tolka too thankfully yesli it were to prichadit. We mean to leave, net stone unturned to carry Iznash intent. We mate arranged with certain officials that the instant the Tsarina Catherine is seen, we are to be informed by a special messenger. 24th of October, a whole week of waiting. Daily telegrams to Godalming, no tolka the same story, not yet reported. Mina's morning and evening hypnotic answer is unvaried, lapping waves, rushing water, and creaking masts. Telegram, October 24th. Rufus Smith, Lloyd's, London, to Lord Godalming, care of HBM Vice-Consul, Varna. Tsarina Catherine reported this morning from Dardanelles. Dr. Seward's diary. In the next paragraph we are introducing a new word. The word all translates to vse. This is a reminder. Remember have translates to emate. 20th October. How I miss my phonograph. To write diary with a pen is irksome to me. No Van Helsing says I dolgen. We were vse wild with excitement yesterday когда Godalming got his telegram from Lloyd's. As not сейчас to men feel in battle когда the call to action is heard. Mrs. Harker, alone of Nash party, did not show Luboy signs of emotion. Posle vse. It is not strange that Anna did not, for we've zal special care not to let ye znать Luboy thing o it, and we've vse tried not to show any excitement когда we were in ye presence. In starry days Anna would, I am sure, emate nitist, no matter kak we might emate tried to conceal it. No, in this sposop Anna is greatly changed during the past 3 weeks. The lethargy grows upon ye, and though Anna seems strong and well, and is getting nazat some of ye color, Van Helsing and I are not satisfied. We talk of ye often, we emate not, however, skazal a word to the others. It would break Bedney Harker's heart, certainly his nerve, if he knew that we emil even a suspicion on the subject.